Hello, I'm Sandra, the creator at Sing, Play, Create, and today I have a fun fall song that you can use to teach beat, rhythm, ukulele, movement, and improvisation. Today's song is a really simple activity, and I call the song Toss the Leaves. It is a free resource that you can get, but you can also get everything you need from watching this video. Let me sing it for you. I'm just going to play on the beat, because that's what I would do when I was teaching this song, because I want the students to feel the beat and pat along with me as I'm singing. Now this song is only on So and Mi, and it has Do. You can choose whether you're going to use that or not in your class depending on your teaching methodology. Toss the leaves all around, swirling, whirling, twirling to the ground. Toss them high, toss them low, toss them up and down you go. In this song we have quarter note, eighth note, joined eighth notes, quarter rest, and half note rhythms. So this song would work all the way from our pre-K up to our second graders. We can differentiate the activities to fit the needs and the learning goals of each of those ages or grades. You can also use the song as a ukulele lesson. It's very easy. They can play it all on the C chord and just play the steady beat all the way through on one chord. So this would make a great first song for your students if you're starting in the fall. So if you're using this activity with our preschool or kindergarten and even first graders, you can choose what you want the steady beat to sound like. You might want it to be a drum. Here's how it would sound with a shaker or maraca. Toss the leaves all around, swirling, whirling, twirling to the ground. Toss them high, toss them low, toss them up and down you go. I like the shaker because then it's the sound of the leaves after we chant or sing the song. So with our pre-K and kinders, I would teach this as a chant first. I had them pat the beat, and then I would have them play an instrument while I chanted again. And then I could have them put away the instruments, and then I'd teach them some of the words and just have them echo repeat. And I would use my hands clapping to teach them the words with the echo chanting. Toss the leaves, and this is a rest. And then I would have them copy it back to me. All around, swirling, whirling, twirling to the ground. Toss them high, toss them low, toss them up and down you go. So that would be how you could teach the rhythm to them, by clapping it and having them say the words. So then we're going to want to differentiate, the rhythms. The quarter rest is a great rhythm that we can help our first grade students learn. So then we might pull out some rhythm sticks after they've done the chant with clapping. That could be the second class time or even the third time. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to all be in one class. I'm just giving you a variety of ideas and ways that you can implement these different activities into the flow of your lesson plan. So then we could take our rhythm sticks and I could have them echo chant me on rhythm sticks and make sure we do this for rest. There is sheet music with this, so you could put the sheet music up on the board and you could show them the notes and show them the rest and have them help you decode the rhythms of this cute little chant that you can do in first and second grade. If you're introducing the half note, then you could ask the students, what's happening on the last word of this chant? Ask them to explain it to you. Why did you go like this? Why are you holding it with your voice louder? How do we do that with the rhythm stick? As you go through talking about that and then come up with your method. Mine was go, and to actually show the second beat with the movement of the stick out. that's just one idea for you on helping your students decode the rhythms in this easy to learn Toss the Leaves rhythm chant. In this free resource, there also are color notes. So you could get out the boom whackers or your color xylophones or your instruments if you labeled them with colors, the bells. You could have your students play this song on a color note coded instrument, and the sheet music is in there. You could put this up on your PowerPoint on the screen, and then you can go through the notes and have the students call them out or sing them out. G, E, E, or it's solfege. Also, you can have them sing the solfege, so, mi, mi, and have them sing the solfege, and then give them the instruments and see if they can play along to the song while they sing. You can also have your younger students play instruments, and you could have the shakers playing the beat. You could have others on a xylophone playing a steady beat on C, and the class could sing along, or you could divide the class into 3 groups and have some singers, some xylophoners, and some shakers all singing and playing together, and then have the kids move their groups. First graders can handle doing that pretty well. Second graders love to do that. You could add a 4th station in second, and if you choose 3rd grade, if you're going to do the notes, you could have boom whackers at another station, so then you're going to split your class into 4 groups. You're going to have singers, you're going to have xylophone, you're going to have shakers, you're going to have the boom whackers playing the melody, and you're going to put it together. After you've had the whole class experience all of those different stations, then you can, with your 2nd and 3rd graders, you can divide them into small groups and have them work together doing all those things in one group. After you've taught the beat and the song to everyone, either in chant or singing form, then with your younger students, you might want to have them do an exploration with some different instruments. And you could take what you have in your classroom and you could put them in front of you like sand blocks or a gyro or even finger cymbals or whatever you think sounds like leaves or that you have to use, and put those in front of you. And you could ask the students, what other sounds do the leaves make? And how about this one? And have them experiment. And then pass out the instruments to them to play while you're singing the song. If you can, you could use your piano to play it, or you could play it on the xylophone while you're singing it, so that adds some texture to the song and not just the sounds of their instruments. So you could have a leafy ensemble doing that with your kindergartners. And then after you have divided them into the groups, maybe not kinder, maybe that's where it would end with kinder, but I'm talking now the 2nd and maybe 3rd graders, then you could have some improvisation where you could have those 3rd graders, maybe your 2nd graders, making up a little ostinato that goes with the song, using one of their leafy instruments. So you could take this activity all the way from a very simple chant to listening and feeling the beat, decoding rhythms, and then creating and improvising and even performing. If you want to take it over 4 to 6 classes, this chant would be very easy to do that with your younger students. I've also shared how to streamline this kind of lesson across your grade levels. So in kindergarten, we're doing more playing around with the sounds and feeling it and experiencing it. Whereas in 3rd grade, 2nd and 3rd grade, we're actually getting them to compose and create. And there's lots of opportunities in this free resource with the sheet music in the color-coded and also the plain sheet music for you to have them experiment with. And you can just print that out and have that for them. And then if you can, have another piece of paper where they can write a very simple rhythm on it. You know, just draw the bar line and one line and have them write their rhythmic ostinatos on it, or have them copy one of the patterns from the song on it and then play that. That works too. So lots of opportunities using an easy song in the music classroom during fall. What would be really great is for you to share in the comments how you might have used this lesson or some of your improvisation and creating activities that work for you. Because this is a place where we're sharing, and I would love to hear what you're doing in your classroom and find out all those tips and tricks, because a lot of the people watching that have responded to me, they're brand new teachers. So I want to help them, and what helps them is lots of different ideas, because all of us teach just a little bit differently, and we all have learned ourselves a little bit differently, but we're trying to help 25 different learners in our classroom. So sharing ideas really helps everyone. So please drop a comment about how you use this lesson in your classroom. After we've done instruments, of course, we can bring out our scarves, and the younger students will really enjoy a movement activity with this. You could have some of the students playing the instruments, and some of the students are waving their scarves, and they're pretending to be the falling leaves. And if you want to be in the game, you could be the tree. And they're the leaves, and they're dancing around you, and the other students are playing the instruments. And so you could turn it into a whole ensemble of music and movement. Some actions that would be fun to use in this scarf activity would be to go up high and down, which really helps our young students. And then the twirling. There's a couple different ways we can do twirling. We could do twirling like this, or we can do twirling like this, or, and I don't know if it does, we go over our head, twirling, whirling, and we can do it to the side and switch even. So we could challenge our third grade students with this scarf with some more concrete pattern activity here, where they have to do a different move on each phrase. And with our younger students, we could give them a more simple pattern that they could do so that they feel confident and can sing and move at the same time. In this free resource, there is also a really fun game and some manipulatives that you would need to print out to play the game, so they would also have the opportunity to play a rhythm game. And there is a bulletin board idea if you need a fall music bulletin board. Toss the leaves, and it has the graphics and the design in it for you. Just go and download that from the Sing Play Create free resource library. Some of the other activities that Sing Play Create has for fall are fall vocal explorations. These are a great way to start your class. I found them really good for transitions too. I do have hello songs, which I've talked a lot about, but vocal explorations are also a good musical transition. They don't require a lot of prep, and you can use them every class time and have the students come in and following the pattern in the PowerPoint, or in this case, these have video with the leaves going across, and you can have them warm up their voices. If you're trying to take a role, or you have to do some paper management depending on your teaching situation, and you need a transition activity, having a video like this can be really helpful, because you can put the video on, you can be watching the students or taking the role or doing things. Maybe you have some students that need some special attention. This would give you that 30 seconds to a minute and a half that you need to take care of that, and then you could jump into the meat of your lesson. Another fun activity is the fall scarf resource. Cute fall animals helping us move our scarves in the music classroom. I also have a full music lesson bundle for K through 6 and a full music lesson bundle for the pre-K through first grade teacher. These are tailor-made for the younger students with activities like body percussion, rhythm, there's steady beat cards, there's a song, follows here, and there's also movement activities in that bundle for the pre-K through 1. Fall Music Activity K2 bundle includes a music lesson with orph arrangement, audio files, fall scarf activities, fall beat and rhythm activities, and fall Would You Rather rhythm activity play-along video. In the K through 6 bundle, there are more lessons and activities for all the different grades that you can use streamline across your grade levels. resources include opportunities for singing, playing instruments, and moving. I want you to know I appreciate you. I hope you'll drop a comment below about how you have used this activity or your activity ideas for fall and improvisation in your classroom, and help us out here. Thank you so much for watching. Let's keep kids moving and learning with music.